Hello everybody and welcome to Red House Entertainment with me, Ken McClung. I almost said welcome to ARK Evolved, which yes, welcome to that, but that isn't the intro. But this, I am finally going to show you guys what my settings are set to for the survival series that I've been doing. I'm going to lower this a bit. Oh, I just lowered all the way, never mind. I thought it was raised. Why is my head higher? Whatever. But anyway. This is the settings. I'm going to go through all the settings. This may be long, this may be short. I'm pretty sure it's going to be short. I'm going to try to keep it short. But we are starting in general. All the settings here. This is the settings for the survival series. I've been doing the most recent one because I've done several. Because one, I accidentally deleted the world. Actually, I've only done two. But this is the second one, I do believe. I'm so confused because I have other worlds I'm playing. As you say, I'm playing Crystal Isles by myself and stuff like that, so I keep getting them confused. But anyway, we're starting in general. The settings, I have changed them a little bit from what they were originally. I can't remember if I just said that or not, because I've done this. This is like my 5th take. So if I haven't, this is it. But we are starting at difficulty level. This is 1.0, which is the max difficulty. I think that's the max difficulty. I don't think you can go up any higher, because some of these things allow you to go past this little chart here, little bar, if you will. All these are the same. Now we go down to XP multiplier, which that is 1.15. That is just one notch up. Taming speed is 5.0. The structure damage repair cooldown, that's something you want to change. I make that so you can instantly repair stuff, your structures and stuff. So if it gets damaged, if you accidentally punch it or whatever, you don't have to wait like 5 years in order for you to repair it. You can repair it instantly. So I do that for single player settings. That's the same, that's the same. No. I don't think that's the same. I can't remember, but that is 5.0. I can't remember what the original setting was, because I haven't played with the ARK original settings in a long time. Harvest amount is 4.0. If you want to make it more challenging, I would recommend doing 2.0 or 2.0 or times 2. Let's call it that, because that makes it a little harder to collect resources and stuff. This, for the sake of the let's play, for the sake of the let's play or the completing of the ARK, I am gonna leave that at 4.0 or times 4. That's the same. Moving on down to the player harvesting damage. That is up 4 times. I'm just gonna do 4 times because 4.893. That's a few notches up. I don't want to have that too high, because if you have that too high, you're going to be punching a tree for like 5 minutes straight. So we don't want that. Dino count is, you just want the max. That way, I think. Yeah, for spawns. Wait a minute. Wait. So I'm not entirely sure how the setting works. If you lower it all the way, can you make it so that they can go extinct? Because that would be cool, actually. If you can turn it all the way down, I don't know if you can. Because if you turn it all the way down, you can make it so dinosaurs can go extinct. That would be pretty cool, actually. Can I? Does that work? I don't know. Oh gosh, I need to do a setting. I need to try that out. I think you can. I don't know, but I'm just gonna leave that up because I don't want it to go down. Can I do it anywhere above 1.0? I should try 2.0. Nope. Okay. That would be awesome if you can make it so it's like extinction, and the fact that it's like if you kill too many dinosaurs, they're gonna go extinct. That would be awesome, actually. But I'm not sure if that is how that works. These are about the same. Same through here. Corpse locator, you want that on. Single player settings, you definitely want that on. I'm on the gamma. Definitely want the single player settings on if you are doing a single player. Say, for example, if you're doing like a play through the ARK in a YouTube series or whatever, or you're just playing by yourself, you want that on. These are the same creative mode you never went on unless you're doing a creative world, which I love that how they put that in there, because it originally wasn't in here, because it was a admin command that you had to turn on. You had to turn on God mode, and actually you had to type in the commands for each resources that each building material or whatever it is you wanted to spawn in. So that was annoying, but that's cool. Let me see, is there anything else? Hardcore mode, that is if you really want a challenge. I will do that in another series maybe, I'm not sure, I'll have to see. Because that makes it really tough. Because it resets you to level 1 and you lose all your engrams. Which, that sounds hard. So yeah, that's all you want there. Let me just double check, make sure I don't forget anything. Because sometimes I forget some things. And show map player location. This is, yes, I did forget something. This allows you to see yourself on your little map, a little blue arrow of you. I have that on for the survival series on YouTube. I would recommend turning that off if you wanted a bigger challenge. So that, because it makes it harder for you to know where you are on your map. But it makes it more realistic too. But for the sake of the completion of the ARK, I have that off. And also the crosshair, I have that off because I want to make it more challenging. That's disabled so when you're shooting or whatever, you don't see that little plus. And now moving on to advanced rules. These are the same. You don't really need to mess with these at all because these are for multiplayer. Same through here, go all the way down. That's the same. All these are basically the same because this is just for multiplayer settings pretty much. World settings, there's some important stuff through here that you always want these stuff off. Same. Mating interval, I have that lowered all the way for easier mating stuffs and for all that. Yeah, I probably can't whatever. I probably can't say too much about that on YouTube, but there's that. That is 0.01. Egg hatch speed is ×3. I believe that is up a few notches. Like I said, I can't remember because it's been such a long time since I've played with the original settings. Baby mature speed is up a little bit because I do like to have them so it's a little more realistic, so they don't like instantly grow in like 5 seconds. It still does grow in like 2 minutes. So at least for dodos and stuff like that. So that you want to change if you're doing solo ARK, because you're going to be waiting for like 2 hours or so if you have a giga. Even more than that. I've never actually hatched a giga or raised a baby giga before. I'm not even sure that's possible. Is it? Yes, it is. I can't remember because I'm not an expert at this game. Harvest health is 3.0. Didn't I just do that? Wasn't that in the general settings? Whatever. But that harvest health is 3.0. You don't want that. Yes. You don't want that too high or too low. That, I think 3.0 is perfect. What? No, I'm just confused. But anyway, move on. I have a 3.0 because it allows me to get a lot of resources, or enough resources, and I'm not mining like crazy. Oh wait, we did the harvest. Resources, health. Now I'm confused. Yeah, whatever. You just want to keep that 3.0. Just don't pay attention to that. Now, nighttime speed, you probably want to just leave that alone. I'm just raising it for the sake of recording because at night it gets too dark and you're just looking at like nothing. So like you may have seen my other video, I'm not sure if I edited it out, and I think in a time lapse you couldn't really see much, so that is sped up a bit. But really, I love playing ARK at night like that because it gives it like the extra spunk to it, if you will, because you have all these dinosaurs jumping out at you. It makes it a little bit scarier, I guess. So that's kind of, you want to just leave that the same unless you really love the night. I've actually tried it where I put the nighttime speed all the way down, so I think it's like 10 minutes or so at night. That's how long it takes for the night cycle to go through. Daytime speed, I might actually raise that eventually. Maybe not. I like it how it is. Just leave that alone. Moving on. Crop growth speed is 3.0 because you're definitely going to want to change this. 3.0, I recommend that. Because you're playing by yourself, and when you log off, it's not like a server where things are going to keep going. Like, you're going to grow, your dinos are going to level up. Everything's paused, pretty much. Just think of you're pausing the game, and then when you get back on, you're unpausing it. So you're definitely going to want to raise that up to 3.0. That is where it's not growing like instantly, and it's not growing like taking like a real life week to grow, which I want to keep it kind of slower growth. Some people might do instant or faster growth than that. I just like that because it's a little more realistic. I like playing as realistic as possible, kind of. And doing it at that speed is perfect, I think, because it's not too fast and it's not too slow. Now, down here, I haven't changed anything here, but if you really want to get crazy, this actually also affects the difficulty level, I do believe. I mean, in a way, I guess you can say, because if you can crank all these up, you're going to have like a dodo that's like a little tank, that if it pecks you, you're going to die instantly. So that, just leave it alone if you want, but if you really want to challenge, get funky with this if you want, especially with the health and damage and speed. I just realized if you upgrade speed all the way and have max difficulty level, that's what I also forgot to mention was in general settings, check mark that says down here, I believe it says force maximum difficulty here. You want that on if you want the toughest of the tough, because that makes the wild dinos max level 150, I believe. I can't remember, but I think it was that. But yeah, I would actually want to try some of this, maybe eventually, like, so if we make the speed go max, you're probably gonna have dodos like, vroom, like Sonic. You're gonna have a bunch of Sonics. Now, down here, this is just gonna be left alone. They're all the same. Tame dinos. You're gonna want to, I do stamina up a little bit. Actually, what? No, I don't. Why is that up? I was gonna say, I thought I had it up for a reason, but no, I don't. Oh, yes, I have the stamina up. Yes, I do have it for a reason. Mostly for pteranodons, because their stamina sucks. So if you want to raise that, that'll help with pteranodons. That's really the one reason I use it. Pteranodons or pterodactyls, whatever you want to call them. I think they're pteranodons in ARK, but they're pretty much pterodactyls. But anyway, so you want to raise that, especially that's mostly for flyer dinos. Now weight, you definitely want to upgrade up to 2.0, especially if you have the harvest amount 4.0 or whatever. Like, you want to change your weight amount if you up your harvest amount, or else it's gonna be hard, because I've done that and it is annoying, because like one swing of your axe, you're encumbered, and then it requires you to throw everything away. Actually, that was dinos, wasn't it? I thought it was players, but anyway. Yeah, you do want to raise that for dinos just a little bit, maybe slightly lower, because in the original settings, I do believe, unless you have like big carry down, actually I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, so I forget what I said, because like I said, I'm not experienced, and what I was gonna say, I'm not sure. But player stats add per level, definitely put it on 4.0. You want that a little bit higher than what your harvest amount is, but I have it on 4.2. That is really good, I think, for these settings. Now, experience multipliers are actually lowered slightly, except for craft, because I want to make this kind of, I haven't really savored, if you will, all the engrams and stuff, because the experience multipliers just make you blow through all the engrams way too fast. I want to experience it, because on one of my worlds, the Crystal Isles world, I like that because I'm actually using thatch for once. Like, I've barely used thatch in any of the worlds I've done by myself, because I just have it way too fast. So I'm just trying to slow it down. That way I can build thatch without having to level up immediately, so I can just have the original ARK experience close to it. So you want craft that, really? I'm not even say that. Well, 699, because you could say it like that. I was gonna say YouTube's not gonna like me. Anyway, These are all the same, actually, except for show floating damage text. I have that on because I like it, to experience it. If for more of a challenge or more realistic, turn them off. It doesn't really hinder you anything at all, like with difficulty or whatever. It's just a cool little thing I like to turn on. It's optional. You do whatever the heck you want with it. Custom recipe effectiveness, I have that to 6.0 because I want that good stuff. I would recommend just leaving it alone. I really don't mess with custom recipes. I'm just kind of doing experiments with them because I've actually never done custom recipe stuff. And then that, I think, is the same. Crafting skill bonus multiplier. What is that? Wait, what? What? I've played the ARK for like the longest time. Like, what? And I never knew this. What? Your crafted items have quality level to them? Multiplier that influences the quality level of crafted items based on the player's character's crafting skill. I never knew that. What? You can actually add quality to your tools if you up your skill bonus? Crafting skill bonus? I never knew that. Anyway, supply crate, loot quality, I have it in 10 because you want the good stuff. Even though I still get a bunch of crap. Fishing loot quality, I have 5.0. Because supply loot crate, I've actually seen where they have, like, I can't remember, the supply drops, the regular supply drops, and then there's those supply drops where you find caves and stuff. I can't remember if they have a different name. I'm pretty sure they're still called supply drops, but they look different. They're like a pyramid, upside down pyramid, floating, like a tech pyramid almost. I'm not sure what those do. I'm not sure if they have much better quality or whatever. I sometimes find those out, like I found that in an ocean before, which you don't usually see those, which it doesn't do that all the time. And then fuel consumption interval multiplier, I have that somewhat higher. I think the higher it is, the more fuel you consume, or the machines consume, I think. Yeah, I think it is, but I have it up if that is, I think that's what that's for, is the higher the number, the more fuel it consumes, because I kind of want a little bit more, alright, I don't know, but there's that. Whatever it is, it works. I can't remember what it was, though. That's probably why I should have written a lot of this stuff down when I was doing it, but I never really thought I would be doing a video on it. But anyway, and then that's the same, actually. That you want, boom, you want that all the way up to 5.0, because that will allow you to build a lot more on dinosaurs that can have platform saddles on them, that can carry houses, RVs. But anyway, that is all the settings, and engrams, that's what, there's nothing there. Engrams, I don't have anything restricted or anything like that. So that is the single player settings that I am using for the ARK series. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you think these are good. If you think there's some things I might want to change, or you think I should experiment with, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I never knew that you can change, if you upgrade your quality doohickey, that it changes the quality of your tools. So that I guess it lasts longer? I never knew that. Please.